Hey guys, it's Gia, and today I'm going to tell you about 5 perfumes that I either purchased or went out of my way to get samples of because of hype and that I ended up regretting either giving away or not purchasing a full bottle of. Before I get further into the video, you best believe that I have smelled every single one of these 5 perfumes on somebody else before, and they smelled really amazing. So like, by any means, by every means, do not take this seriously. This is just for fun, and if you like these scents, I fully trust your judgment, and I am 100% sure they smell good on you. They just did not work on me. I chose these 5 to talk about today because there are very specific and perhaps mildly entertaining reasons why I didn't stick with them. Yeah, let's just right off the bat, Nishane Ani. I do not like that perfume. I don't know if you've ever been to like a Chinese herbalist, a Chinese apothecary, something like that. And there's this thing called Chinese licorice that is sort of recommended in Chinese medicine when people have throat aches and things like that. And when I smelled Nishane Ani, the top notes, the middle notes, the dry down, whatever, there was just a persistent scent of Chinese licorice. Yeah, I mean, it was there before I got COVID. It didn't go away after I got COVID. Eventually I ended up selling it because a lot of people love that scent. It just did not smell right on me. Actually, it smelled fine, but the thing is, like, I just didn't want to smell like an herbal remedy for throat aches. To be fair, there are quite a few perfumes that remind me of Chinese licorice, Parfum de Marly Layton being one, that have this sort of note of Chinese licorice, and it's well blended or supportive to a point of complementing the rest of the notes in the perfume, making the perfume better. But in Nishane Ani, it was just very dominant to me. It must have been the kind of vanilla they used. Next, Nishane 100 Silent Ways. You guys remember one time I said that Aegea Sorcery smelled like a rotten Delina? Nishane 100 Silent Ways smelled like a rotten black opium to me. Like, a lot of people compare it to black opium, but it's like, it's black opium with this extra note that is just like, it was just weirdly sour on me. And I was like, black opium is fine, guys. We didn't need that extra note. Maybe a little too sweet, but like black opium extreme and illicit green and intense, they really sort of helped do away with or balance out that overbearing sweetness that original black opium can sometimes have. Nishane didn't need to go in and add this suspiciously sour note. So I also gave that one away. The third one, Juicy Couture Viva la Juicy Noir. This one has not been a big deal on Fragcom for a while. Viva la Juicy Gold, yes, but I feel like Noir was kind of a big deal a few years ago. Did this smell good? In a generic sense, yes, but it smelled exactly like a hair mousse that my dad used to wear when I was in elementary school. I feel like the target audience for Viva la Juicy Noir is maybe like a happy-go-lucky girl next door, maybe a little bit flirty, like a young girl or a young woman who is like going on her first date or something. I feel like that is very much a Juicy Couture vibe. The first perfume I ever got was Juicy Couture by Juicy Couture. It's supposed to be this youthful scent in my mind, but my dad is this aged martial arts grandmaster, and I was just like, I don't know, there seems to be a dissonance here. So I got rid of that one as well. The fourth one is Lancome Idole. Now, typically with like fragrances with celebrity ambassadors, right? They're not celebrity fragrances, but like Prada Paradox being Emma Watson, Killian, Love Don't Be Shy, Rihanna, FKA Twigs with the Victor and Rolf, you know, the purple crystal ball sorceress energy Victor and Rolf. I forgot what it was called, but I really do like that perfume as well. You know, those 3, I like those 3, and I can see FKA Twigs and that purple Victor and Rolf. I can see Emma Watson in Paradox. I can see Rihanna in Love Don't Be Shy. Like, I fully believe it. I'm sold. Whether or not they actually wear the scents, I believe it. It fits the vibe. But like, I don't see Zendaya in Lancome Idole. On me, it smelled like gummy vitamins. I don't know if it's the orange blossom note or it smelled like the citrus gummy vitamin that was very artificial. I feel like vitamins or like fruit flavored medicine is like the epitome of artificial. You have your natural fruits, and then you have fruit jams is moving a little further towards artificial, and then you have like fruit flavored candy, and then you have vitamins. That is like the father of artificial on the fruit flavored scale, and that is the smell I got from Lancome Idole. The last one, this is not actually one, this is like every single Aerin scent that was available at the perfume counter in Nordstrom. I love Amber, Musk, and Cedar Violet, but I don't like the rest that I smelled. They all share in this weird gasoline petrol type of base note that lingers throughout the life of the fragrance. It's very strong in the beginning. Granted, it begins to fade away, but I just can't unsmell it once I've smelled it, and it just stays throughout the fragrance, this sort of weird gasoline, gas station-y vibe. And I don't know what it's caused by, but you know, some perfume houses have this signature smell that kind of permeates through most, if not all, of their fragrances. And for me, for Aerin, it's like that weird petrol gasoline smell. And specifically, I wanted to talk about Hibiscus Palm because like I feel like that one has been getting the most hype recently. And to me, Hibiscus Palm just smelled like you're standing outside the resort, you've just gotten out of the vehicle that you came in or the vehicle that's dropping you off, and it's like leaking gas. So you smell like the inside of the resort wafting out, and then you smell like a bunch of gas because you're standing next to cars. Speaking of cars, someone's car alarm is going off. Really sorry about that. Okay, it stopped. Anyways, yeah, I didn't like Hibiscus Palm. 4 other ones that I feel like I see a lot, like I see mentioned either on Fragcom or not necessarily on YouTube. Hibiscus Palm gets mentioned on YouTube a lot, but like on other social platforms, or that I see available in different fragrance stores that we Fragcom frequent a lot. Aegea Blossom, Lilac Path, Jasmine, Ikat, and Mediterranean Blossom maybe. Yeah, I get that gasoline note through all of those, and it's just like without that note they would have been so lovely. I don't know why that note is there, and I don't know what causes it. Aegea Blossom just reminds me of like Aegeus. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his name, but like Aegeus, the king of Crete, the father of Theseus, that committed suicide after Theseus forgot to change the sails from black to white. If you know Greek mythology, I guess you might know what I'm talking about, or if you've read Jennifer Saint's Ariadne, because it's called Aegea Blossom. It reminds me of Aegeus, which reminds me of Theseus, and I'm like it had a veneer, but deep down in the base note, it was very off. And that's the same vibe that Theseus has. And it just made me think of that, and I was like, well, if Theseus is into things with veneers that are slightly off, he would buy this for his... No, he wouldn't, because everyone that he like married or like canoodled with was like way better than him. So he would probably buy it for them, and then they'd be like, I don't like this. Did you like drag it through the gasoline when you burned down the labyrinth?